up, everyone? This is Vitamin the Governor. It's been a long time, but we're back with Talking Rock. In this episode of Talking Rock, I will be interviewing Duz from Touch of Rock. We're going to go a little deeper into his personal history and learn a little bit more about Touch of Rock. I hope everyone enjoys the interview. Peace out. Yo, what's going on? Yo, this is Vitamin the Governor, and this is Talking Rock. Today, we have a very, very special guest. When you speak about rock in Brooklyn, when you speak about rock in the Bushwick area, there's two crews that come to mind. You got the Dynasty Rockers, and you got Touch of Rock. Today, we got one of the dudes of Touch of Rock, one of the, I call it the triple threats. We have Buzz, we have Cuz, and today I'm here with none other than Duz.
Good afternoon, peeps. Nice to be here. Thank the Lord for us staying alive and struggling each day. Now today, y'all got to witness the true history of rock.
Word.
And I'm still doing it too. I'm soon to be 60 years old, working out, playing handball, and uprocking.
So, like I said, you know, for years and years and years as being a student and doing my due diligence and my history, the names that always stuck out was Touch of Rock Dynasty, Touch of Rock Dynasty, Touch of Rock Dynasty. Dynasty had representation, of course. King Uprock held the crown for many years, and he did a lot of things. But for many years, besides Buzz, there was not that much representation of Touch of Rock. And then, of course, Noel had that video that he did, his tutorial. But that one puzzle piece, Duz, was missing for so many years.
Yes.
I mean, we're going to talk about that, but let's go all the way back to the beginning. Where did you grow up?
Okay. I was born and raised on Menahan and Knickerbocker between Wilson. And on that block, there wasn't no uprock. Back then, everybody was all about gangbanging then. You had the Sabiscos, you had the Latin Tops, Double Rebel, who else? From Dark Side of Bushwick. You had so many gangs back then.
And how was your childhood? I mean, with all that, those street...
My childhood days, we started in PS 116, which is across the street, Menahan and Knickerbocker. After through all that, we went to school, and then the high school wasn't ready for us.
But
291.
As a kid, were you into music? Were you into sports?
Yes.
What were you into? And
dancing, working out, karate. That's how it all started.
And how did you get involved?
Always.
How did you get involved in dance? Like, what influenced you to get involved in dance in the first place?
Well, it comes from our ancestors, you know. See, my parents, when they clean up, they put music on.
Okay.
You get to listen to it, hearing it, complaining about it. You be like, you know what? I like it. So you come out with your own dance style. It depends on the music they was playing. So a lot of that music they was playing was dance music. So if you could move your body, you're gonna come out with your own style. So I started listening to my parents' songs growing up, and then music like feel-good music, like the hustle. We got into that. Then in 1974, we came out with a crew. You see, we ain't had Touch of Rock. We had night breakers, meaning that we'll come out at night and dance against you.
Okay.
But that only lasts for one day. Because let me tell you, because everybody thought it was a new gang in Bushwick. All the gangs stopped. Like I said, the last gang in Bushwick, what was gonna fight was the Baby Kings with the Stockholm boys. I was one of the leaders in the Baby Kings. I refused to go to war. I was like, nah, I'm tired of my head too many times cracking, things
So
like
this
that.
was
So we changed.
This was going on all within your early childhood?
Yes.
So from the early ages to your teenage years was mostly gangbang. And were you a part of the gangbanging?
Yes. I used to take a baseball bat and put nails through them. I had chains. I had so many, but at that time, it was good in a way and bad, because let me tell you, back then we had to worry about people getting hit by a car. Everybody was looking out for everybody else's kid, even though we wasn't related, because they live in the neighborhood. But when 1974 came, everything slowed down. People started putting their speakers in the music, in the window. So we started listening to them and dancing in front of their house. Then the DJs came out. DJ Mikey, let him rest in peace, and Poochie. They was the ones that got me dancing, because every time they bring out equipment, I'm always there, and they telling me, yo, dance, this dance. My first freestyle. Without no jerks. Dancing and dancing and dancing. And then, here come Cuz. See, Cuz, he is the founder. He wanted to be the leader, but he didn't want it to in a way, so we gave it to Buzz. I was the second leader anyway.
But before we even go there, I want to ask two things before. Is one, growing up, I know that was your area, that was your environment, but was it a thing of, what made you get into the gangbanging at the time? Was it your household? Was it you wasn't getting attention at home? Was it you joined because you felt you needed?
No, I got into it to protect we got into because the block you was living on, we had some really good fighters, so we was the only last gang to come up like that, because they had older people. Everybody else, we was the youngest gang in Bushwick. So they allowed us to do that.
Okay.
We was the youngest one, and we were from the block. The block next to us, which was Grove and Knickerbocker, those are older people we knew, we grew up with. They was in different gangs. So it was all about respect. But dealing with gangs in the street, number one, you gotta respect yourself. Number two, if you're gonna have a fight that's a one-on-one, it's over. Shake your hand, let's go to the liquor store, take a drink, we the best friends. That's how all that.
So if it was a different set of code back then.
Yes, big different, with a lot of respect though. Nobody disrespecting old ladies, women's getting respect, men's, kids, no matter what. But the only thing, it was the gang. So when we slowed down, here come the music. People was playing music in the park.
And what was the first time, like take me to that day that you saw The Rock for the first time?
God, well, I didn't really seen The Rock.
Okay.
The Rock brung me out
Okay.
to do what I do. And without me knowing it, I had the freestyle and the moves, because one thing I learned from my family, when you listen to music, you gotta feel the song. Don't dance to a song you don't know how it goes. Breaking part, the cool out part, the freestyle part. So I took heed into that. I made my own style. Buzz was the one, you need a jerk.
So Buzz was
I didn't know how to jerk.
So Buzz was the one that told you.
Was the one, he told me, he took me like 20, 45 minutes to do the jerk. That was it. Then I was doing the dummy jerk. They was like, how you did that?
Would you call
I got
it? What type of
4
jerk?
jerks.
The Gumby jerk?
Dummy jerk.
Dumby.
Then there's the triple jerk.
Okay.
Then there's the regular jerk. Then the hammer jerk.
So-
Mean I jerk, I start from here, spin all the way around, and stand right here.
So Buzz was the first one to
Yes.
to
But
teach
my
you the
jerks
jerk.
became, I ain't gonna lie, my jerks became better than his. Because it's true, when you teach someone something, they learn better than you. They have more energy, and since I've been working out since I was 14 years old. Karate, Taekwondo, all that I learned from older people who had karate schools. Because I was always a person that be like, yo, I want to learn. I kept being a pain in the ass.
So in these early days of rock,
Yes.
when Buzz taught you your first jerk.
Yes.
Now you're getting your own jerks. You're formulating your own jerks.
Yes.
At that early stage, how was the scene? Like, did you know there were other crews rocking? Did you know none of
I
this
didn't
stuff?
care. I knew, but I didn't care.
Okay.
So what I did was, I say, all right, I got to come out with a longer freestyle, a routine for myself, and the jerks. So what I did, I took all the Uprock songs, now pay attention, all the Uprock songs, and listen to every one of them.
But what I'm trying to figure out is like at that time, you didn't know. Like when you say you listen to all the Uprock songs, how did you know this is an Uprock song? This is not an Uprock song.
Because we was introduced to the difference between Uprock songs and other songs that's not considered Uprock.
So how did you find all this stuff out? Were you going to different parks? Were you seeing it happen?
I went to one DJ.
Was someone giving you information that this is happening?
DJ Mikey, let him rest in peace. He had all those Uprock songs. So he put it on and see the way I dance. And be like, listen, you gotta make a routine. Poochie was the same way. Now, Mikey and Poochie, they was tight as Siamese twins. And they DJ in the park. For people that they had the Uprock song.
For people that don't know, who is Mikey and who's Poochie?
Yes. They know who they are.
No, I know. They know. For people that don't know.
These are nothing but DJs. These are the brothers back in the days who brung out the equipment to see us dance. Because you got to remember, the same people I'm talking about is the same ones that seen us gangbanging. So they were surprised and happy at the same time when they see us dancing. After that, in 75, name was well known. Yo, watch out for Duz. He's a threat. Yo, I'm telling you, dance with him, he could dance.
So in that year, you said from 1974 to 1975. Talk to me about those early days. Were you challenging people at parks? Was you going to different St. Barbara's? Were you going to...
I was rocking in the park. Let me tell you how. Okay, in 1975, they got a DJ named At, let him rest in peace too. The biggest sound equipment in Bushwick. He was DJing in 291 high school.
PS2, I mean what?
PS2, IS 291 high school. That's on Palmetto and Knickerbocker. And Gates right there. So we dancing, At look at me, and he puts a James Brown song, Sex Machine. The line fills up, everybody's dancing. Pee-wee, little Pee-wee, he see me dancing, he would tap me on the shoulder. Oh, go dance with that one. I go to the next one, burn them. Yo, go dance with that one. I go to that one, burn them. They were like, yo, this dude is electrifying. I was tearing up the floor, just sliding across, turn around on the jerk, come down, and I'm behind somebody. That's how. And at the same time I was doing that, I felt my energy and my body feeling that, yo, you could go longer. That's just why today I could dance for 3 hours straight without stopping.
And at that time when you were doing those battles, like, how did the battles take place? Today, it's organized, whatever, you sign up, but back then it's not like that. So how did you step in front of someone? Did someone call you out? How did they take place? Like,
it takes place like this. If you dancing and the person like 2 men from him want to dance with you, you tap that person next to you to move over here where you at, and you make a turn and up there. Then the person next to him tap you so he could dance with next. That's how it was. It wasn't organized. It was like a call out right there. Oh, I'm gonna dance with you. Then person move over for me and him to dance. That's how it was. Like I see you dancing, I point at you, let you know I want to dance against you. And if you don't,
then you know what that means.
The word is out because everybody's seeing what's happening.
Yeah. You know what that means.
But this, I gotta set it for the record. Girls too. We had girls down with all dance crews. We had girls up rocking who wasn't even down with no crews, and they was nice. We had people always watching us dance because they loved what we was doing. Bushwick changed. Everybody's dancing, going out. There's no fighting or nothing at all. Everybody's dancing. And then in the park, back then, you could drink beer in the street. You know that law.
Yeah.
Like they legalized weed. Well, back then they legalized to drink beer in the street.
Wow.
You know? So everybody, but I would never drink and dance. It don't go with me.
It don't mix.
It don't mix.
You don't drink and dance.
That's right. Remember that. If you drink and dance, that's the worst because the head, the brain, once it goes down, you're gonna fall. I know.
So at that time, you're making your bones. It's 1974, circa 1974, 1975. I can imagine 1976. Who were the people that you're going against in the streets? Like, who were the heavy hitters that you was
Okay,
rubbing
I'm glad
shoulders
you
with?
brought that up.
That you was rubbing shoulders with.
Disco Rockers.
Where were they from?
They was from Hit Rod and Central. They was throwing the block party. So we made a deal, which was Buzz. If we beat y'all, y'all ain't no more Disco Rockers.
So
at
Buzz
all.
was a disco rocker?
No, Buzz was Touch a Rock. He was the leader.
Okay.
But they wanted to dance against us for the shirt.
So let's rewind a little bit.
Yes, you
Buzz, man. Like, how did you meet Buzz? How did you meet Cuz? And how was Touch a Rock formed?
I'm gonna tell you. You see, look, the majority of people from Touch a Rock live on the same block as me. Like
So it's a
me,
neighborhood thing.
Buzz, Lefty. There was other couple people too. Like Papo, he was living on the block, but he moved somewhere else. But what I'm saying is we all was from Menahem and Knickerbocker. So we was Baby Kings, transformed into Touch a Rock. We stopped dancing. So when Buzz,
But how did you transform? How did you come up with that name? Did you have a meeting? Did you sit
I'ma tell you.
Did you sit with Buzz? Did you sit with,
I'm gonna tell you,
were y'all all
we
in the
started
clubhouse?
thinking about ABC, right?
Yeah.
So since there's three of us, right? And we say, Cuz already had the name. You see?
Okay.
Buzz ain't had the name. I ain't had the name Does. You know what they used to call me in Bushwick? This is for the record, nobody know. Put the key right there. Crazy Horse. My name was Crazy Horse for a reason. I ain't had the name Does. I got the name Does from dancing. We defied. So it was Cuz, Buzz, right? And then we had Guz and everybody else.
So whatever
Everybody
the
else
first
from
name
Touch a
of your
Rock.
name was, you just added that to
Yes.
UZ.
Yes, to a Z. That's right, yes. So behind that, so now you got three leaders. You got the founder, the leader, and the second leader.
And what was that? What was the rank? Like how
The founder is Cuz. The leader was Buzz. The second leader was me, Does. I always wanted to be a leader. I was a leader in everything, even in the games. That's why I stopped and looked for something new, because everything was changing. Even though we used to fly birds on the roof and be on the roof talking about the stars, but when we got into dancing, it was a wrap. Now 75 I was talking about. When 76 came, I was telling you about Disco Rockers. We made an agreement to dance against them in the block party. Now here's the catch. If we lose, there will be no more Touch a Rock, right? If they lose, there will be no more Disco Rockers. So what I did, we had the meeting in the basement on Bleecker and Central with Buzz and all the Touch a Rocks. This was important. I took one of my members named George, made a routine with him. Buzz was gonna dance with the leader of Disco Rockers. And Cuz was gonna dance with the founder of Disco Rockers. And I was gonna come in with my partner to do a routine. So we had a week. Next week, we ready. I'm ready. I got my dancing shoes on, dancing pants. I used to wear fresh cuts and a pair of shoes, dressed up all the time. So block party's going on. We dancing. The first one is dancing is the leader from Touch a Rock and the leader from Disco Rockers. Boom. All right. Buzz won that contest. Cuz go in. Lost. So now they got 2 points against one. Guess who's next? Does and my partner. We did a routine and everything. We was on beat, on time. He didn't mess up. I ain't messed up. And when the breaking part came, we spun around, went down together, came up, and boom, boom. I was jerking, and we won. No more disco. They had a big sign that said Disco Rockers. We took it down, broke it up, shook all their hand, they took off their shirts and it was a wrap. No more disco rockers. They only last for at least, I say, a year and change.
So did you guys go on this little circuit of doing that? And if so, when did you eventually go head to head with Dynasty?
Woo, Dynasty, wow. We was recognized Dynasty in the 70s, right? In the late 70s. I think it was after, like around 78. We had a club. We got a Bleecker and Central, we had a big club. Pool tables, you know? I'm gonna tell you something too. This is for the record. We was the only crew, Touch a Rock, that had a woman stripper in the club. She was on the stage, buck naked. Keep in mind, we young, 17, 18.
Wow, okay.
The only crew with a stripper in the club. And people was gonna bow for that.
Word.
So Dynasty came to meet us there. And I told all the dancers, listen, when people come, respect comes first. Shake their hand, make them feel comfortable. Because I'm always like that. This is why I think the Lord got me living today, because I'm still the same. So they came, we all shook hands, the girls and the girls shook hands, we was talking, we started dancing with each other. Then, in the 80s came, we was going hard at each other then. We was going hard.
So was it a friendly rivalry?
Yes, it was.
Did it go there at any point?
No. I would not allow, because number one, for example, if I know my crew is good and the rest of us is good as well as me, you shouldn't go out and be different. Just keep what you do good, keep doing it. But as far as humans being, you treat them with respect. So they came in, they see that. And they got mad love because I used to hang out with other crews. I used to go to Danny Boy's house with my Touch a Rock shirt on, hanging with him. My crew should be like, oh, but you... I should be like, no. You can hang out with any other crew instead of being around your own crew.
So it
show them love.
It was a healthy rivalry.
Yeah.
It was like a Pistons Chicago Bulls.
They really didn't like what I was doing. I did this because one day, Buzz had to go to Puerto Rico. We was in a meeting. And he told everyone, listen, Duz is in charge. He's gonna be number one until I come back. This is where King Uprock comes. I invited King Uprock in the basement with Touch a Rock to practice.
What year was this?
Woo! This was, 78, 79.
And at that time, like, okay,
Wow.
I know you say you used to go to Danny Boy's house.
Yes, man.
At that time, do you know the fire that they're bringing? Are you in your mind saying that this is Dynasty, they're a good crew, or is it like you're still saying, nah, we're Touch a Rock, we're number one? Are you noticing their movement?
Yes,
and how big they were doing it?
Yes, but you got to keep in mind, I had mad flows. I was loose with my legs and hands. So I already know my flow, what I could do and can't do. But I had everything packed down. My concern was this: if you good and you from a different crew, I'm gonna treat you the same. You got mad style. I uprise them, make them feel, oh shit, he's speaking to me and this nigga don't know he's a threat. I know that, but I never get my brain swollen. I know what I could do. Even though I was reaching out to other crews, yo, what's up? Let's go chill, practice a little bit. That's what it was about. But at that time, when we had to battle Dynasty, woo, Lord have mercy. Again, the founder. Cuz, man, I love you and everything, but you was drunk for that battle, man, remember?
I wasn't there, so I can't
drunk.
remember. But so that battle, like, take us to that day, take us to that battle.
Man.
And was it like a raw battle? Was it a organized battle?
Big raw battle ever to see the best and the best.
Where did it take place?
It took place on Trotman and Myrtle. We had a club there. That club, I'm telling you, Bushwick had a lot of clubs. We didn't need to leave Bushwick. Bushwick had so many clubs. besides St. Barber's and St. Mark's, this club, we was dancing and everybody knew. Guess what? It was so good, that routine and battle with each other, everybody was doing everything right. No mess up, except for cuz. Too much liquor in the brain. And I told him, don't drink no more. No, he was
Lit.
And thank God, nobody won. It was a tie.
So
You believe that?
The people.
Keep in mind, girls too was dancing. Dynasty girls, Touch a Rock girls was there.
Okay, we gotta go there, man. We gotta go there.
Oh
Touch a
my
Rock. Talk to us
God.
about the women roster. Like, who was some of your top women rockers at that time?
The top one, let her rest in peace, her name was Marisol. She danced like us, jerk like us, and go all the way down. Her. There's another one named Nancy. They call her Little Raccoon. She was nice. Then Lillian, let her rest in peace. That's Ivan's brother. Nice. A girl up rocking and jerking, you know what that is to dance against a man? They walk away or they want to fight because she is nice. These girls were so nice. That's why today I teach anybody who want to jerk good.
Yo,
Anybody.
before we even
Oh
move any
my
further,
God,
you
Lord.
said it once, you said it twice, you said it a couple of times, you just said it with so much emphasis. Let's talk about the jerk, man.
Man.
Now, you know, online there's a lot of talk about this, that, and the fourth, and this, and X and Y, and everyone, and this, and the what. Where do you know the jerk to come from? When is the first time, you know, I know you said Buzz is the one that showed you your first jerk.
Yeah.
But when you were rocking at that time, the heyday, what was the jerk? What did the jerk mean to rocking?
Jerk mean to rocking a whole lot. That's like getting 20 points if you jerking right. Because everybody, if this is Apache line and Bushwick and Linden Park and the break comes and everybody jerks at the same time and they go all the way down and come up, you could feel the vibes. We ain't had no cameras back then.
Of course.
We ain't had nothing, just be happy, have a good time. Everybody show love, win or lose. Let's go to the store. You want something to drink, want something to smoke? Because you got to remember, let me tell you something also. We back then was only $3 a bag. Get 7 joints.
There we go. You taking us back. You taking us back. You giving us
Tray
the
bags.
prices.
Tray bags. Yes.
So, Touch a Rock. I always remember the video Noel did. You know, and I gotta tell Noel this story that I was chilling with my homegirl in Minahan Houses with Tiny, and we was sitting down at a bench just like this, and Tiny says, "Yo, right there is where we did the video with Noel." And I'm like, "What? We sit here the whole time, and this the same place that they did that video?" And in that video, he says, someone in our crew used to jump this high with a jerk and come all the way down and jump back up. How was you doing those type of jerks back then? Where did you come up with those jerks? And I want you to even talk about the different styles of jerks back then, because not everyone had the same jerks.
Exactly. They didn't. Everybody had the regular jerk, which what everybody do.
The basic, yeah, the basic Bushwick jerk.
Huh? Or they may, you know what? Jerking, there's no kicking and jerking at all. I don't see how you could jerk, go down and kick. Where the kicking comes in. Now, I could have seen you took somebody's head, put it in the cup, turn it down and go like this and kick. Now, that makes sense, right? But how could you jerk, then kick? You know, what part of the music you using? Right? Like the song, Listen to Me. I tell people, listen means watch me. Hear what I say, that means watch me move. Huh. Now the second jerk goes, dummy jerk. go down and come back up. I was in the air and coming down with my leg down like that. Nobody was doing it.
So how was, I mean, at that time, like
Nobody.
What made you come up with that? Did you just feel like you need to bring something?
I'm gonna tell you something. Nobody knew this, and I'm gonna share with you today. I learned the style since I was left-handed. When a person comes with they right, since I'm left-handed, I move like this.